Hello everybody and welcome to definitely not Crusader Kings 3. In fact, I couldn't really think of a more different game to pick up as a replacement for CK3, and that is 100% by design. As much as I love CK3, I want to take a break and do something entirely different, and this definitely meets that requirement. This is a game I wanted a few Let's Plays on quite a while back now, and I always meant to come back to it, I just never got around to it. Until now. As I've never really done a proper playthrough on any version of The Sims, ever, this is going to be my goal. Good career, lots of money, expensive house, wife and kids, the full shebang, really. And as before, I'm going to go with a male character, somewhat based on myself, and I'll be calling him Pixel. And hopefully from here we will create the Pixel family. Or at the very least, that's the plan. The character creator took a lot longer than I planned. I mean that, I was here for like 10-15 minutes. Side note, when did the Mass Effect tattoo get added to the game? Because I'm having it. After picking all my outfits and all that, which again took a while, I decided to pick one of the 3 starter homes, and I picked the one that I've always picked. I always said I'd start there and move up, and you know what, I've never actually done that. I've moved in here a few times, I've never actually moved out. This is me trying to actually get that goal that I've talked about, well, that I've said about for a while. So I moved into the house and decided that the first thing I should do is some cooking. And, yeah. So far it seemed okay, and then I set my oven on fire. I called the fire department and then noped out of there because, as some may remember, I lost a sim in this house once to a cooking-related house fire. And when I say once, I mean the last time I played this. But I'm not taking any chances. On the bright side, it would be difficult for things to get any worse. And it seems to actually start well afterwards with some new neighbours coming over, including a lady. Well, I did say I wanted marriage and kids eventually, so this works. And oh, there's another one. Options. Naturally, this means it's the perfect time to change my TV away from the embarrassment I had before. I feel like it's quite clear who my preference is right now, but we'll see how things go. Right now, I'm just trying to get to know people, build up my social media thingy. I don't know. I just want them to like me. They leave eventually, but as they were in my house for 5 hours, I think they did. I also head outside to hit on another neighbour because YOLO. I then go and find a collectible because I'm me, and I do love a collectible. Did you know you can take selfies? Well, I didn't until now, so I took one. I also need to get a job because, you know, money. I decided to go with writer because that was selected as one of my character's passions. Then I just did a little bit, played some video games, and went to bed. Getting up in the morning is stressful with the starvation, the desperate need for the toilet, slicing my fingers off, and then the food is crap, probably because I sliced my fingers off in it. That definitely didn't help. So then I just go and play video games and head to work. I forgot how much of a time skip there was during work, but we get a phone call and it's someone asking me if they should get to know a new guy. No, I might want to marry you, so no, leave it for now. Also, apparently I'm an introvert? Yeah, that's not wrong. When I get home, I decide to invite Summer Holiday over. Yes, that is her name. Who the hell is this guy? I'll invite her in, but not him. When he sees me though, he runs off, so he's clearly intimidated by me. This isn't really a date, this is just us hanging out, but things do get flirty and she was receptive of it, so I'm happy. Plus a selfie, because, you know, millennial. Anyway, the next day I start writing a book, which I call The Land of Mr. Blobby. Look, I couldn't think of a title, okay? Anyway, I'm a writer, so I need to do that. I also decided to invest in a little outdoors grilling area because I'd like to have people over in the future that are not just Summer, and it makes sense to have something like that. I also put up the photo of me and Summer because, well, I'm a sap. Speaking of Summer, it's time to take her out on our first date. I was just going to go somewhere here where I realised I can leave and go to other neighbourhoods. Well, I've never actually been to any of them, so let's have a look and head to the Desert Bloom Park. I grill up some food and we start talking with a studying third wheel next to me that point blank refuses to leave. You know what's great? A date guy that literally tells me what to do to complete the date. God, that would make real life a lot easier. Things go well all in all. Well enough that we get our first kiss. Am I moving too quickly? Probably. But hey, that's the joy of virtual life. You can just throw caution to the wind and do whatever you like. The date goes pretty well. Well enough that I bring her home and then things happen. Woohoo things, specifically. And then she just leaves in the morning without me doing anything. Ah, that was a perfect date. I have to go to work now, and afterwards I get promoted to a blogger. I'm not sure a blogger would ever be considered a promotion, but here we are. Naturally, I celebrate that promotion by upgrading my furniture. I continue to chat up my neighbours because, well, there's no guarantee things will work out with Summer, and I want my character to have options, and he does now certainly have a few. The next day, my girlfriend showed up without prompting, and thankfully it isn't because I've been flirting with all the ladies. I asked her to be my woohoo partner, redundant at this point, but I'm still going to ask, and she says yes. Woo! Who? We decide the best place for our second date in a nightclub in the middle of the day, and suffice to say it's quiet, just two of us chatting and one awkward lady dancing in the background. Eventually the number of people here increases and we have multiple awkward dancing people in the background. Eventually it gets too crowded, so we go and have a drink before I head back home with her. I make her a giant cookie which she seems to enjoy, but then she takes out the trash and leaves. That wasn't what I expected to happen, but sure. Oh yeah, I also got a new TV, which is nice. I also finished writing the Mr. Blobby book, also good. And my girlfriend came back, which is also great, and I used the barbecue stuff. I also get that woohoo I wanted before she walked off last time, and then we head back to the bar. And I get the selfie with her I forgot to do last time. I also proposed to her. And definitely rushing into it, but as I said before, YOLO. And she said yes, which is nice. We head home for some knackered woohoo, and once again she's up and out first thing in the morning, and I'm left to eat alone and chill. She comes back a few hours later, but instead I completely ignore her and go to work. I also get a promotion, and I'm apparently unhappy about that. Weirdo. Also, I replaced my bed the next day, because apparently this one is crap. I then later begin writing another book, which I named appropriately for this channel. I think I'm going to name all of them after like YouTube, Twitch, Discord things. Also, I think there was a lady at my door at one point, but I missed her entirely. As she's not my fiance though, probably for the best. I also began another book about why Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts sucks. Because it sucks so much, you could write a whole book about it. Anyway, I spent some more time with my girlfriend, and she spent another night here, and then I finally popped another question. Specifically the will you move in with me question, and she said yes. And suddenly, I have control over her too. Which, you know, of course I do. That's how The Sims work. But until this point, I had completely forgotten that's how The Sims worked. But with that, it feels like a good place to leave it. We've made a decent start, haven't we? We've gone from knowing nobody to having a fiance that's moved in, from unemployed to having secured 2 promotions, and we've upgraded a load of stuff in our house too. Next time? Beats me, but we're going to keep progressing. I suppose the wedding will have to happen at some point, but whatever happens, I'll see you then.
Vorsabe. What diste be? Kenabo. Hey,